Fire away.
Can we get the advanced scouting report on Ball State?
Advanced scouting report on Ball State. Well, from what I've to this point know about them, very aggressive style of play on defense. They like to bring a lot of pressure. They like to give you different front looks, a lot of movement. They move their front, they stem their front. They try to disguise their coverages. They got some guys up front that play hard. They want to be an aggressive, attacking style defense, and that's what I know to this point. We've studied them last night and this morning. Obviously they're a group that's second year staff. This is their second year together, and just getting better each week and striving to try to make a statement this week. There's no doubt in my mind that's what they're going to try to do. They got a chance to have an opportunity to have a kind of a landmark game or a staple point game for their program, and this is it. They're not scared to play anybody. Playing in those type of conferences when I was in with in Tulsa, that was you looked forward to these opportunities. This was an opportunity you looked forward to, and you talked about, before your season, and you circled it, and you starred it, and highlighted it, and said, "Man, this is our chance." We had that opportunity when we played Notre Dame at Notre Dame, and so those guys they're well coached. They're going to play hard, and hey, it ain't nobody we're overlooking for this one. This is we got all we want with this. We got a lot of things we got to do to get better from last week, but. Very well coached and impressed with what they're trying to do with them.
How would you assess your offensive line and how they played Saturday night?
Well, I think we all saw the same thing. I think that they still got a lot of room for improvement. Not ready to name them the 7 blocks of granite or the 4 horsemen yet. But with that being said, those guys have earned some respect on this football team. I think they've earned some respect throughout the country, and yet we still got a long way to go. We played 5 guys. Actually played 6. One guy played 1 play. So we played 5 guys, and we kind of felt that's the way it was going to be. We were just going to play who we felt like it was. This is the 5 guys that we felt comfortable with going in, and to see how they would respond. Was very pleased with the way they responded. They were aggressive. They were physical. David Beasley is a guy that I don't know if he's played. He told me this morning he don't ever remember playing 92 snaps, and was good on play 90 as he was on play 2, and so that was impressive to see David Beasley. He was definitely a guy that's gained a lot of confidence, got a lot of respect. Dalton Freeman was hands down probably the best of them all up front. He graded out the best. I was very pleased to see what Dalton did. Dalton probably played his most physical game that I know he has since I've been here. Tyler Shatley again gives us that physicalness, that toughness, that ruggedness that we talk about. Brandon Thomas is that veteran guy that had some. He was going against obviously a very talented defensive end, and the speed rush that guy presents. And Brandon did a good job. Still had, as they all do, still have so many things we can get better at. Gift Timothy was a guy that. Being his first start, he did some good things. He got sloppy with his mechanics. You could tell that he had been out for a couple of weeks and had missed some critical, drill work that was going to focus on his fundamentals. And so he's got to get better. We're still challenging those guys up front. There's still going to be some competition, which is what we have found now. That we've got a little bit of depth right now. We've got 5 guys that we feel confident with. We got some guys behind him. Kalon Davis is a guy that Had a really good work week last week, and now that with Davey Beasley playing at the level he played at, there's going to be some heated competition throughout practice, and I love every bit of it. Ryan Norton's another guy that's got to continue to come on as being a young guy. Shaq Anthony, another one that we thought there for a while that he was going to be the starter, and just kind of hit a mental wall, but he's definitely got a talent, and again create some competition with him. So, overall assessment offensive line. Anytime you rush the football for 300 plus yards, they've done something right. They've played some type of physical ball. We had more knockdowns than we've had since I've been here. So there is that physicalness, that mentality, and I was proud of them. I was proud of them because I'm the first one to challenge them in a way where they don't like me, and I really don't care. But they challenge them in a way to where they're going to have to respond. In order for us to get to where we need to be and where this program offensively has got to be week in and week out, and to achieve the goals that we need to have and to achieve for this team, we got to be able to run the football. And I think when you see that when we can run the football, there's a lot of things that open up. They're going to open up our passing game even more. And so putting a lot of pressure on those guys. And 2 weeks ago we didn't have I couldn't tell you who the 5 guys were. And so because there were some times through fall camp that it was pretty intense. It was ugly. And I mean not ugly. I mean I'm talking about ugly as in we're having to just get pretty physical and nasty, and how and challenge these guys and get them to respond. And but there's a lot to be said with the confidence that those guys have, and we've got to just, all it was a great start. It was just a really good first game, and whoop-de-doo, we got to go on now to the next one. And that's kind of what I told them this morning. Be okay, you did good. You did what you were supposed to do. Let's don't be shocked that we went out and won. That was what we were supposed to do. It's what we trained for. It's what you guys prepared for. Okay, it's behind us now. And we're not ordering rings or getting trophies for all that stuff now. So what are we going to do this next week? Because that's the only game that matters. That's the biggest game of the year, is this one right now.